It is day 181 from here to Jerusalem. Half a year. Like yesterday was half a year, and it was like as if the entire world knew. I came from Niederaltaich, which is a place on the Danube, to I'm here in Vilshofen, in Schweichelberg. Let me see. Good morning, Sean the Harp. Good morning, Sean the Harp. And there we've got Jerry the Stick, and this is what we're looking at. It is misty, misty, misty. Yeah, very, very, very misty. Very misty. The Danube does this thing where at the end of the summer it just goes. That's Schweichelberg Church. So in all these Schweichelberg and where I was yesterday in Niederaltaich, the Abbey in Niederaltaich, they're Benedictine abbeys. And one is charging me, the other one didn't. So works out at a pretty reasonable pilgrim price. Oh, I've just been to Laudis morning prayer. Half of the monks have got corona. A few more than half of the monks have got corona, so there were only 5 there. I'm getting ready to go to breakfast, and then I'm heading for Passau. And Passau means that I'm on the Austrian border. I've made it to the Austrian border. I've made it to the eastern part of Europe, and I'm still going. I can't believe it. I spent the weekend with a family from the Apostolic Church. I had written to them asking, could they help me? And they said, yeah, they sent me to a family. And I was like, literally, like, really, really looked after. I was given a room, and I got to see the Bayerische Wald, which is like, it's the forest that borders on the Czech. There's a forest that goes into the Czech Republic and into Austria. So it's been really beautiful. The weather was really bad on Saturday. Sunday, was it Sunday or Saturday? So I didn't get to walk. I got to stop then, and then I walked on. I actually didn't walk something like 10 kilometers because the weather was so bad. It was so bad. And they kind of picked me up and went like, okay, that's it. We're taking you for a walk and forget about this bit. And then I had a big think about this, how strict I am, because I am really strict about the walking. And I learned a lesson, I suppose. I learned the lesson that sometimes, it's like that joke where the guy is sitting on the roof and everything is flooded and he's praying and he goes like, please God, help me. Please God, help me. And a little boat comes by and says, we'll take you away. And he says, no, God is coming to help me. And then a big ship comes by and says, we're here to save you. And he goes, no, God will be here to help me. And then a helicopter comes by and says, we can take you with us. And he says, no, I'm waiting for God to save me. And then the house collapses and he drowns. So he gets up to heaven and he's there and God says, what's the story, Rory? And he goes, I was there, like, waiting for you. Like, I prayed to you. I knew you would come to save me. And then you didn't come. I mean, I don't think I want to go to heaven. And then God says, listen, I sent you a small boat, I sent you a big boat, and I sent you a helicopter. You were having none of it. So when it really pisses rain and somebody says, I will bring you to shelter, you take the offer, I suppose. And that's what I did. 15 kilometers, it's not that bad over a half a year. So I've made it to Austria. And I honest to God don't know how this goes further. And the weather is getting worse. I have left a message for Johannes the priest. I think there might be a bed for me tonight in Passau, but I'm not sure yet. And yeah, apart from that, I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. I have the feeling that I sit between trying to control things and trying to let it happen, but it's cold outside. The weather now. Okay, I'm not telling the entire truth. Yes, it's cold outside, but also the weather has been really good. Otherwise, like yesterday was 21 degrees. Like we're in October, we're mid-October, but I do need to get further south, and I'm just going so slow because I'm on foot. Today, at the end of the day, there will be some rain. I'm gonna go for breakfast now. I'm leaving early. I'll be out of here by no later than 9 o'clock. That's a good time. Then it's light. It's getting light now. I had an issue so I went to Munich to play, which was wonderful. It was really, really wonderful to see Sylvia again and meet her dogs and meet her partner. And we were, I played for the weekend, spent time with them, had some lovely food, good company. Yeah, what can I say? It was really, really, really good. But her partner was really worried about, did I have enough of everything that I need? And I think in a sense, he had a point. So he gave me an undershirt, which is really good for which soccer players use for training in the cold and stuff. So that helps. But my bag had just gotten too heavy. It had just tipped over that point where I was comfortable carrying it. Oh, and then I went back to Regensburg, and the buckle had cracked again. Like I pulled it so tight that the actual piece that holds the belt in place had cracked, and it was bending. And I had gone to Globetrotter in Regensburg, and they had a replacement buckle, and then I looked at replacing it myself, and I was like, nah. And they had a workshop where they do these things. So I went upstairs and I said to this lady, could you please do this? Turns out I had the wrong buckle. Now, God bless Globetrotter, because they just went like, yeah, we'll take it back. And she bought, it actually was a cheaper one that she put on it. I think these buckles will hold for another 6 months, maybe 8 months. That should do the trick for now. It's just that I put so much weight, there's so much weight in the bag. I'm not even convinced anymore that it's just 20 kilos. I think it's probably more. But how much can a person carry? There are things in there that I think, really? Are we going to use them? But they're still in there. So, yeah, I'm on the Danube. The Danube is impressive now that it's been raining. There's enough water in there. The region is beautiful. Bavaria is really beautiful, and it's also very Catholic. So there is lots of help for somebody like me. I don't know how that's going to go as I'm going on. But yeah, like I said, like I live in this world where on one hand I'm trying to keep, I have control over what is happening. And I'm not so sure that that's the right way to go. On the other hand, I was thinking yesterday, I was literally thinking, what if I, didn't have a smartphone? Then would I just show up at these monasteries, and how would they feel about it then? What if I say I don't have a phone? Would it be okay then to just turn up? Because now people are kind of, they're not answering me. If I send a message and I say I'm a pilgrim, a long-term pilgrim, and I'm asking for help, and like one sense, I cannot do this alone. I need help from people. The way is too long, too far. I don't have a regular income at this moment. I'm dependent on the work that I do along the way, and people do they do help. They absolutely do help. But yeah, but what if I couldn't ask for help in the way that we do that today? Like I've been saying, oh yeah, people are not used to people asking for help anymore, so that's why we don't do it. That's why I carry the phone. But what if I didn't have a phone? Would that change then? And I thought maybe I just shouldn't use the phone anymore and just go with the flow and try not to control things as much. I don't know. Like I don't know. Now, obviously, I haven't done many videos. It has to do with that I really needed time also for myself. Just after coming back after Aschaffenburg, um, but I realized as well that these are my diaries as well. And that if I don't write the diaries, then I won't know how I felt about it. But I don't want to make all these videos where I'm crying either. Like, I don't want to be like the morose person who is like going through a really hard time. And I really did, the walking helps, and being in monasteries actually helps. I really enjoy going to especially Vespers and Laudes. I really enjoy it. Um, but I go up and down. Like I go up and down, and I've started. I'm not lonely, but I miss familiarity, and especially because I have that break going home, that doesn't make it easier. So now I'm working again towards not having been home for longer than half a year. But listen, it's all good. It's all good. I'm here. I'm still moving. I had a go at when I was in Regensburg. Regensburg was amazing, by the way. Regensburg really is. Somebody had said to me, "Oh, it's like an Italian city in the south of Germany," and it is like Monteregione and all these places where the towers, Montefiascone and Monteregione, one of those places in Italy where they have all the towers. Like in Pavia, you have that as well. You have all these towers, all these male kind of symbols, and Regensburg is the same, like, and it also has that it has that Mediterranean vibe where people are outside. Now the other thing, my hair, it was getting really bad, so I've actually cut off about that much, because it just wouldn't. No matter what I did, like, it was just getting really, really, really. So now I've got really small little plaits. That's really all my news. Like there isn't that much. Like I meet people every day. Yesterday I was stopped by two cyclists, um, and questioned, and one gave me a piece of chocolate. Then there was another cyclist, and she wanted to share like a Christian song with me on YouTube. And I have meetings like that every day. People here always say like, stay healthy, that you may get where you want to be. Yesterday I arrived here, like I was this Benedictine monk. I said to him, "So what's your name then?" And he goes, "Richard Lionheart." And he literally goes like, "So did you get here by train?" "No, I walked." "And where did you come from?" "Ireland." "Okay. How far did you walk today?" "From Niederaldeid." "Okay." So have you got money? I said, well, you're lucky. I played at a baptism on Sunday, so somebody gave me some money there because they had, they didn't answer. Basically, if people don't answer my emails, that means they're going to charge me money. And if they answer straight away and they send me a message going like, yeah, no, you're more than welcome to come, then it's for free. So he asked me, have you got money? And the woman I had spoken to, when I had checked on whether they had received my email, she was like, so I'll book you in for a single room. I like, oh, I don't know. I don't know, because I feel that really, yes. So, and I thought, well, I was with the other brothers the other day, and then together it's something like, it's then 20 euros a night, which is actually okay. But there is something about, when I stay with families and stuff, the experiences are much nicer. And when I stay for free, the experience is much nicer. Not because I'm not using money. This is the thing, you see. It is because of the feeling of the people who are hosting me. If they're hosting me for free, there's always then then there is an exchange of what are you doing? Then I really have to be in my best behavior and really answer all the questions as thoroughly and as honestly as I can. And when money passes hands, then it changes the relationship. So it's not so much about the money as that I don't want to spend money. That's not the case. It has to do with what happens afterwards. It has to do with the type of relationships you end up with the people who are hosting you. So, yeah, I don't know how to solve this. It doesn't matter. I'm going to go to breakfast now. Today, the Passau itself is only 22 kilometers from where I am. But the walk into the city, if I'm staying in the city, and I don't know yet, then I have to do another 4. Now, there is another big river going into the Danube there. The Danube is just stunning. It's much bigger than the Rhine. I'm still far, like this is only the start of this river, and it is wide. It is very, very wide the whole time. Not always as deep. Yesterday I saw the first migrating swans coming over. The colors are just stunning. Everything is red and yellow. It has been raining as well, so the leaves are coming down. First migrating birds, the cold is coming. I was out there for loudest. If I had slept outside, I would have been soaked. The mist that comes off the river is like really, really, really. Yeah. Okay, here is my video. So for today, day 181 I came yesterday from Niederaltaich. I'm in Vilshofen now on the hill in the monastery. There's 2 towers, both on this monastery, and the same was where else was it? Was it yesterday as well? Niederaltaich. There's churches, like the bigger churches, they have like 2 towers on them, and they're then Benedictine. I think they were all built in the early 20th century. So the Benedictine, there were lots of Benedictines in these places around this area. There's just a lot of cloisters in Bayern in general, in Bavaria. Okay, I'm going to go to breakfast because I didn't eat that much yesterday. I arrived quite late, and I have to say the dinners in Germany are good, yeah. So yeah, I'm going to go do that. So, here I come. Jerusalem, we're not even halfway. See you soon. See you soon.